It's YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT Chat. Show 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 it, Rod and Shane on the microphone.
And Chris. What up, party people? It is a Sunday afternoon. We are Taft High, the number one rated Taft High class reunion broadcast. Out of one, we are number one. We are not number two of one. We are number one of the one and only, the original. How you doing, Chris?
Number two or lower?
We're number two. There's only one, but we are number two. Best out there. I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday afternoon. We have a special guest for today, and I know you've seen his face before. And we'll bring him on in just a second. Chris, what's the word? What's you got going on? What's new with the band wars? What?
I just told you. I'm not going to tell you again.
Oh, you can't tell me. Oh, you already told me. Oh, jeez.
No, started filming season 2 of Band Wars on Friday. Just all the intro stuff. We got picked up by a network. It's a combination between PBS and MTV. It's educational and musical. And
there you go.
Yeah, we got picked up, and so we have a budget, and things are nice, and yeah.
The I just got the link for season 6. I'll put it in. What I'll do is once we're done, I'll put the link into the chat, and for those of you out there want to go right to watching season 6 or episode 6.
Episode 6. So
yeah,
they put the whole season on YouTube also, so you can watch all of them without having to pay for it. And next season, we're also going to be on Tubi, so that's a free site with ads.
There you go. What's it called? It's Tubi?
Tubi, yeah, Tubi.
Tubi. Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah. I was talking like number 2 with the B. I was like, I got thrown there, but yeah.
Yeah. So. If you don't use Tubi, use it. It's a great source for like old-fashioned horror flicks and stuff.
There you go. Hey, we have our. I'm in the middle of calling him a guest / co-host because it's been a while. Chris, do you have a little bit of a jig intro for the man? Church streets finest.
I'm a poor boy stuck in the rubble. Some say my manners ain't the best. Some my friends been a whole lot of trouble. Some say I'm no better than the rest. Tell your mamas and your papas. Sometimes good guys don't wear white.
What's up, Shane? Shane Gentry's back, folks. He's back.
Hey.
He's in your face. He's here.
In your face.
He's in your face. Shane, I just wanted to tell you guys both that, and everyone out there listening, that I'm officially doing my first broadcast. Actually, I think my second. In my bed. So I am in my bed. I am officially not in the trees.
Are you promoting your OnlyFans now?
Yeah, you thought that I was really in the trees, and
you got to make ends meet, you know.
I'm really not in the trees. This dude's in the trees, though. Look at him.
See, you're in his hood right now. You're in Endor. YeNDoR is in Endor. Everyone.
I know. I want to ride one of those. What was it like? What do they call it? The little motorcycle things.
Yeah, those hover bikes.
Hover bikes.
Oh, I need one of those.
So fun. That was one. That was the most
when
intense.
You smash into a redwood. I mean,
yeah. I that's the part I was going to say. It's like, as long as I could avoid these redwoods. They were going like 100 miles an hour, like hoping they'd avoid, and then they were shooting at each other. That was so intense. I just wanted to throw
that was the best scene of the whole film, I thought. In the third grade, when I saw it, I thought that was the best scene.
And who would have thought there'd be a galactic war from Star Wars in Big Sur?
Right? Hey, I want to give a shout out. We had 2 passings this past week, and I want to give a shout out to this guy. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pee Wee. What? He's on his bike.
Paul Rubin. Yeah, I didn't see that
Paul
one
Rubin.
coming. I didn't think
Yeah.
he was that old. But
Yeah, I actually saw him on a show that me and Rachel watch at night. It's a To Tell the Truth. It's like a game, kind of like a game show, I guess you'd call it. But he was one of the guys on the show, and I was like, oh wow, it's Pee Wee Herman, and yeah, it was kind of cool. Chris, you're a big Pee Wee Herman fan, aren't you?
Yeah. I watched all this stuff growing up, and when he died, it was so rough. It felt like a part of my childhood died, you know. But yeah, if you get a chance, watch his. It's on YouTube. The 1982 stage show of Pee Wee's Playhouse. It was his first venture of that. When he was with the Groundlings, and he came up with his character, the Pee Wee Herman character, and he used the Groundlings stage to put this thing on. It's more adult humor than kid humor, but
do you remember the first time he actually went public with it, with his Pee Wee Herman?
Well, he was on the Dating Game a few
Oh,
times.
that's it. I was gonna say it's a dating game. He goes, I just figured it out. He goes, and it happened to be the same week he got called into doing the dating game. So I think he went on there like 2 or 3 times. I think he was hard to get a date back then, I guess.
The last time he was on. But before that, just developing the character, he would do stand-up and show up as that character doing stand-up. Well, he basically just showed toys that he was getting, you know.
Do you remember his role in the movie Blow, called Blow with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
He was like that weed dealer, and he had a hair salon and all that.
I remember that. Yeah,
he's a pretty cool character in that one too.
Yeah, surprising.
He was a sneaky good actor in that movie, I think.
I would agree. That was a great movie. And then we also had just giving a quick shout outs to Mr. Bob Barker. What? There he is. There he is again.
You remember the microphone he had? It was real tall, and this little skinny stick microphone he had.
It was like a drumstick, wasn't it? It looked like a drumstick.
It was real skinny.
Like a drumstick thing. Quick story I got to tell you. I was actually not a contestant, but went to the Price is Right back in the day. It was probably about 1998, something like that. And we had ironed on this Bob Barker face on our shirts, and it was actually a throwback shot, kind of similar to this one. Boom, and it was like on our shirts, and we got in, and he said that we were the worst contestants on the show that he had ever had because nobody won anything. And at one point he goes, guys, part of me wants to start over. I was like, what? He was actually, I think he wasn't trying to only be funny. I think he was actually telling the truth. He was like, maybe we should just start over. Because like all the way up to the what was it called? The Showcase Showdown there at the end, you know? Yeah, I don't think both of them like were over. They didn't even win the Showcase Showdown or anything.
Hey, if you're gonna be good at something, be the best. You know, even if you're the worst contestant, be the best at what you do.
So I was a part of the worst show in Wheel of Fortune history out of like 50 years or whatever it was.
Wait, you said Wheel of Fortune, man. Hey,
I mean, Price is Right. I'm sorry. Wheel of Fortune.
I know, Batty. I wasn't to you, buddy. It was to this guy.
Well, Shane, it's birthday boy, big 13. He's a teenager officially.
Yep. My son Maddox is 13 today. He had a birthday. We had a bunch of gourmet cupcakes. He got some fancy presents. He had a lot of family presents and grandparents on both sides, and parents and step-parents, and even got to FaceTime with his sister in college while he blew out candles. And now he's just relaxing. He's got school tomorrow, and back to the regular schedule. And he's a big guy. He's growing. We wear the same size shoes, and he's getting huge.
What do you wear? Size 10?
11s, and he's 13 wearing 11s. I crap you not. I almost cussed on your show, Rod.
It's right.
I know, and it's just, we call him Bigfoot too. It's another nickname. It's when kids have growth spurts, man. You're buying new sizes all the time. But you know, if it levels off, that'd be kind of cool. Because say I buy a shirt or shoes, I'll just like buy 2 of something and like, hey, here you go, buddy. You know, it's easy shopping. You know.
Is he doing easy? Are you doing hand-me-downs to him as well? Or hey, Dad, can I borrow the shirt?
No, well, I have when it's in good condition. Like, you know, it's like his play clothes or whatever. Like, he got an old Adidas Cool Dry shirt, or like, you know, tank tops, whatever, you know, for summer and this and that, going to the pool, shorts, you know, a few things that if they still say they got a little too tight on me because I'm getting older, say it was, oh, I got a couple LBs, or like a shirt that shrunk up too much, I just give it to him. And yeah, there's a little of that. I just want to make sure it's in good condition. You know, I don't want to give him the old one with the holes in it and everything.
It's funny, as I used to get I don't have a picture of him in the queue, but my cousin Keith Miller, class of, I think it was 88.
Yeah,
he is my cousin, and I used to get the hand-me-downs from Keith.
Yep. I got him from my older cousin too, because he was like always a size above me, and I would.
My Aunt Judy would come over with like a big bag of like his old clothes and some of his old shoes and stuff like that. And I even got the hand-me-down waterbed. Remember the waterbeds? I used to have a hand-me-down
waterbed.
Yeah, and it said Keith O. It was even branded into the, not branded, but maybe carved into it, I guess, into the waterbed base. It was made out of wood, and it said Keith O.
You didn't happen to take like a black light to it, did you?
You know what? If anyone from Taft ever went to my place off S Street back in the day, they would vouch for me. I had the very tripped out room. I had the black lights. I had black light posters. I had the lava lamp.
Like when you scan a hotel room is what I was getting.
Oh, well, that, yeah.
You got Keith's bed. All right, I'll back off of that.
Gotta clean the sheets. Gotta clean the sheets. I'm just kidding. So Chris, I have the intro of Band Wars, and Band Wars. I was going to try to figure out how to put it in the queue, but it's not giving me a place to share, or is it? Oh, maybe it is. Share screen. Let's take a quick look, folks, at Band Wars. We can finally see this, and I think Shane's going to be new to it as well. So let's take a quick look, and we'll come back and chat. A quick momento. Check this out, guys. What?
Warning. The following stunts you are about to see were performed by professionals. For your safety, we advise you do not recreate or attempt to perform any of these stunts.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea.
Two lead singers, two best friends, filming for some of the hottest upcoming TV series and films in the industry, but on their downtime formulating the hottest show of them all, Band Wars! A competitive show relying solely on local musicians around the globe. A battle for no real reason except to kick each other's asses. Winner gets glory, and the loser gets punished.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Welcome, music warriors worldwide. This is Band Wars. May the craziest musicians win.
There you go.
What?
That was you announcing, right? Talking the whole description.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
like
great.
You got a professional voice going on there. You got some future in radio if you want.
That was great, dude. I finally got a chance to check that out. I was trying to find it on YouTube, and then I keep on going to the Star Wars thing. So for those of you who want to watch it, I'm going to put it into the link below, sort of thing.
Yeah,
That's totally funny.
Popularity, and all the music throughout the whole thing comes from lesser-known musicians, trying to prop them up a little bit and give them some exposure.
There you go. And then you can catch it on. It's still on Amazon Prime though, too. Yeah. Right?
It's on Amazon Prime, and the whole season was just released on YouTube, so you don't have to pay for it. You can just watch it on YouTube if you want.
There you go. You don't get the residuals. You don't get the residual kick me downs from Amazon Prime. Is that what you're saying, Chris?
That show, you know, with reality shows, reality TV, they pay in negotiations and exposure. no one really gets paid with those.
But you got picked up for a season 2 though, yeah?
Yeah, we have season 2, and we're with that new network. So we have a budget for that one, and deadlines and rules. Like most of those guys were, they're like they play metal and they're drunk most of the time anyway because they're touring all night, and they're playing shows, and they wake up in the morning, they're still drunk from the night before, and then they got to film. So now there's like rules. You can't be drunk until after the filming is done. So.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
sounds like my softball team back in the day when I used to coach co-ed. I go, you can't get drunk. Maybe
So you said
it'll really help the film because like the simplest things would take all day to film because people were so drunk. It was hard to corral everyone together.
So you said you're starting a season 2. I was watching a backstory bit on TV somewhere about Jersey Shore, which we all know they kind of blew up as far as reality goes. They weren't really paid much at all or at all their first season, but when the second season got picked up, it progressively that's when they started getting paid.
Right.
So you might go on to bigger things and start getting lucrative. See, you got picked up for a second season.
You never know.
That's what we're hoping, yeah. Really, I'm hoping that I can just do voiceover work after, just use that as a reference that I do voiceover work. But the way Band Wars even first started, the hosts of the show, they film reality shows, and they were filming, I think, Tattoo Inc. or something, one of those, and they were negotiating the pay for the filming of it, and they were trying to. They were lowballing paying for them, so they were just like, how about you just give me my own show? How about that? So they agreed to just do a show from there as payment.
Oh, that's great. It's good to get paid for doing stuff. You know what I mean?
So what do they do in the what wars are they doing? Like, what are they warring on the show?
What are they worrying about?
Yeah. What's going on?
They have different games throughout the show, different competitions, and they get different bands together to play those games. It's kind of like Jackass and Impractical Jokers put together, and I think that's good because, I mean, those shows have ran their course. There's not really much out there that's doing that stuff, so what we have is different, but it's still familiar enough so you know what's going on. It's enjoyable.
I like how it's doing two things, though. Like, you're telling me what the premise is about, where, okay, you've got these exciting, maybe hardcore games, unconstitutional style, like whatever competitions, just for fun and kicks and laughs. But at the same time, these bands that aren't known and are up and comers, they're getting known too.
Yeah, they get exposure.
They're not playing on stage, but they're still, I guess, I don't know.
And there's cool segments, like there's one called 60 Seconds of Tunes, where they for 1 minute they have music video clips of all these different bands from lesser known bands from all over the world that maybe aren't signed yet. Give them some exposure.
That's cool, man.
So, but I haven't got a chance to watch the episode fully. But do they play their own music at some point? I mean, do they jam out and stuff?
Yeah, they don't play live. There's one segment, I think it's episode 2, where they do a thing called impromptu concerts, where they just show up in a restaurant and start playing and see who can play longest before they get kicked out. And for that one, they play live.
Play until you're kicked out. Oh my God!
Oh, I like that.
All right, buddy. My son got mad at me because I was laughing too loud.
Oh, there you go.
He's got headphones on too. I guess
folks of you that are watching, that are from Taft High, they're a YeNDoR'S. There is a link. Bam. That link is in the comments. So go ahead and hit the link if you want to pop on and surprise us. Yeah, that's how we're doing it today, guys. We're just improvising. How you like that?
Nice.
How you like that, Shane? I'm in the trees. I'm in the trees. Yeah, I like being in the trees. I know. I'm doing this out of my bed, but yet I'm in the trees. I like that. There you go.
Yeah, I have to work early in the morning, so I have to stay in the truck tonight. So I'm in the sleeper part of the truck.
So you're in a truck right now?
Yeah. I'm in the. This is the bed area. I mean, you can only see me, but.
Wow.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that. You made it like
You
some
got
kind
a-
of like studio in there.
You got like a pimped out truck.
Yeah, I didn't put a TV or a microwave or anything like that because I didn't want to get used to staying in the truck all the time. Like some people, they put all the stuff in the truck and then they're comfortable in there and they don't want to go home and they'll stay out for months at a time. I don't want to be that.
You become like Aaron Rodgers and like you go into your little sanctuary hole in the cave, but it's on wheels, right? So come out with enlightenment. But
Right.
now, tell you what would be really different inside of those fancy decked out cabs if somebody had a stripper pole in there.
Yeah,
What?
I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure,
I'm
there's
sure you
something
can
I
find it. I'm sure you can install
I'm
that.
sure
Yeah.
someone's got one. Yeah.
Sure.
Did you see that Peter built with the big club?
You
rails
can't be
on
the only person that ever thought of that, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. You know, my old truck, I had my passenger seat removed so I could put a drum kit in there.
Oh yes, this is
Yeah.
so punk rock. I love it.
So, Chris, when you get the pole installed, can you dance on the pole on the next broadcast for a little silly? Come in. You want to do some research on the technique and give us a little show. Come on.
I don't need to research the technique. I already know. No problem.
Only technique I know is how to wash the pole. That's about it. So. Hey, I did something over this past week that was very, very intense, very ballsy, very borderline. Like, should I have done it or should I have not? I dyed my wife's hair, and guys out there, I'm telling you, it's very intense.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up. It's a woman's hair, man. She's gonna get mad.
See, the idea was to do something like this, which was awesome. You know what I mean?
But it didn't turn out like that. See, you're gonna make her mad. You're gonna be in the doghouse.
And when she got it first done, she wasn't happy, but she grew to like it. At first, she goes, "Why don't you just call me Mr. Toucan Sam over here?" Because she wanted the rainbow thing going on, and I do think I have.
Did you mess it up, Rod?
Okay, I gotta say, one side went good, like the other side not so much. Here, check this out. I even
that's
have
why
video.
He's locked in the bedroom and see.
Yeah, that's why I'm on my timeout box over here. Here's a quick video. Check this out. See, she didn't look too upset. You know what I mean? That was in Best Buy, and I did a quick video. But what happened was I meant to comb it all forward, and then do the rainbow, because then when you comb it back, it does this like V thing going on, and we're gonna do it like that next time. But she was pretty happy with it. All the kids at the pool the other day were very happy, and she grew.
You need to either consult with or bring in Ryan Shuck. Just do it right. He used to do hair. He used to do hair. You know, maybe he can show you a tip or two.
I know. Now would be a good time to reach out to say, Ryan, make sure I don't mess this thing up, because and initially her initial response wasn't good, but then she grew to like it. So there you go.
Taste the rainbow, bro.
For a first try, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, thank you, Chris. That's what I was looking for, a reaction, a positive one, anyway. Also, side note for those of you that will end up watching and follow her journey through with what she's going through, she has, check this out, guys. She has this thing. What? It's an IVC filter that's in her body. She's going to have surgery this next week. So prayers and thoughts going out to her. What that is, it prevents the not helps, but prevents the blood clots from going from her legs into her body and reaching her heart, and that can be very dangerous. And it's been quite a while that it has been in it. So it was actually January, I think 11th of 2012. Now that we did the research on it, and it wasn't supposed to be in that long, so it's a very big issue. Luckily, we're going to be we have a solid team. We have a telemed appointment with tomorrow in ICU, which is in Irvine, and it's a team that's going to be working on it. So I pray it all goes well. Yeah, it's a sad thing, but yeah, she's getting like these purple feet and like circulation issues and all this stuff going on. So it could be a dangerous situation to where I hope it all goes well. I'll just leave it at that, But yeah, it's a tough to go through. But I just want to send her some thoughts and prayers towards her and to get through it. It's kind of nerve wracking. So doing this show with you guys is a good timeout of positive energy and engagement. So I'm stoked to be here. Also, my sister Jen, what? She says, hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Oh, not y'all. She's not from the Midwest. So there you go. But yeah, thanks for letting me show that. Yeah, I thought that maybe the hair thing would hype her up or like bring some joy to her, and I ended up doing the bleaching her roots before that this week before. It would turn out perfect, but I think next time we'll make some adjustments on the hair and you'll see better rainbow next time. She's like, I look like Toucan Sam. I go, no you don't, not exactly. If you forgot what he is, Toucan Sam. Oh. Have you guys ever colored anyone's hair before? Have you ever done any hairdressing, anything with the hair before?
No. Whenever, like in the 90s, when I thought I was cool and younger, I got different hair, like jet black, or maybe like the stupid frosted tips back in the whole stupid era in the 90s, whatever. I had someone else do it. No, I wouldn't mess with that because I don't think I would be close to getting it right.
Yeah, it was pretty nerve wracking. Yeah.
Would do that, right? When I was a clown in Bakersfield in the summer, it was so hot I wouldn't wear a wig. I'd color my hair different colors.
Wait, did you say you were a clown in Bakersfield?
Yeah, I did birthday parties.
Sorry, it just came out of left field. It just sounded,
yeah, he kind of just
when I was a clown in like
just
Portland,
talked past it.
You made it so like casual.
Yeah,
back when I was a clown. Sorry, I'm not knocking you, man. That just caught me off guard. I love it.
That's on my bucket list.
I
want
love
to be a
Chris
clown
is
someday.
killing me, dude.
Yeah, but I'd color my hair. But Amanda Gorshing would do it for me. She went through I think she's retired now from hairstyling, but she went through the beauty school and all that.
There you go. And side note, if you I think was it you, Chris, I was talking about. If you go to the beauty schools like a Paul Mitchell or something like that, super inexpensive to have the students working on your hair, but they have the instructor walking around making sure they do it all right. But just FYI, it's a cheap route to go, and you're giving them you're like kind of like the guinea pig, but it's they do a really good job though. Because they're trying to impress their.
Well, they got to get practice somewhere. Sorry, I got to jump back though. But Chris, in a tip of the cap to you though, like when I say it, it's much different. Like back, because I used to live in Virginia Beach and I moved not long ago. Back when I was a clown in Virginia Beach, I'm literally saying, "Yo, I was just a freaking clown. I wasn't making money on it."
Yeah, I was literally a clown, right?
At least he got paid.
The only thing, well, not only thing, because I did a couple of crazy things, but I was Santa Claus at a party one time. Somebody asked me to do it, and I go, what the heck? I don't care, I was Santa Claus. I was Santa Rod at a party one time, but it was kind of like being a clown, but you had to play the role. You know what I mean? I was even
Santa
walking
Claus can be
like
kind of a clown. Yeah, I mean,
I had the belly, I had the suit, and I was walking around like it was hard for me to walk around. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was a cool experience. All the kids are like, "Oh, hey," and I was giving them all candy canes. Have some sugar. You know what I mean? It was fun. It was fun.
Here you are, a guy who worked in the fitness industry. You're giving people sugar and bad things for them, Rod. Come on.
Oh, that's funny. I did a Santa Claus video like probably 13, 14 years ago. I'll have to show it to you guys. They took me off of YouTube because of the audio. Maybe I could repost it with better audio, and I'll show it next time we do this.
Maybe
But
you had questionable content. That's probably why you were booted off.
but what happened was here's the storyline though, is Santa Claus is eating cookies and he looks at his belly and goes, crap, what do I do with this belly? Because I have
Oh, so you're promoting
then,
fitness. I got
yeah,
you.
and then
Nice.
that
Oh,
was the
okay.
idea. And
Nice.
then I show me typing online fitness boot camp, and then my company came up, and yeah, and
But
and
what would the
it
world
shows
be
and
like?
it shows me and it shows Santa Claus working out with the group trying to get fit. And then once I did get fit, right, and then I show me I'm on Del Mar in San Clemente, and I there's footage of me like taking off my shirt, and then I'm all
Ripping
lean.
Santa.
I'm all lean, you know. Yeah, exactly. I'm all yeah. And
But
then I'm
no.
running around, and then I start dancing, and then I started
Hold
to
up.
give a kid. I started to give a kid a candy cane. Then I go, no, 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 and then I I give him an apple.
Oh,
No, I Dikembe. And then I give him an apple, and then the little girl, totally improv, throws the apple at me. She throws the apple back, and off camera I gave her a candy cane. But it was.
Well, hold on. Can we picture in America though? Do you want a Santa that has a 6-pack and ripped?
Right.
Although we honor heroes in movies and people look up to,
Well, the reindeers do all the work.
Chiseled. But
the reindeers do all the work, and the elves, right?
And here's another take. All that
foreman.
work he does, I know the old lady, Mrs. Claus, is feeding him good, and he's sitting up there fat and happy in the North Pole eating
He's fat happy.
slop or whatever he's eating. And he has a job where he's sitting, like he's just driving, and he doesn't do physical activity. But at the same time, you think he's lifting and moving like UPS. He's moving packages. He would get some kind of core strength.
Right? Yeah. Not so much.
Santa with a 6-pack. Wow.
If I get tell you what, maybe that's the lure for the private chat, Shane. I'll maybe I'll dig it up and I'll find it. There isn't any audio because YouTube says nice try, pal, but that's not royalty. You know.
Hey,
what I mean?
Chris, you get a haircut recently? You look, you got your high and tight, looking sharp, man.
Yeah, you got a little frohawk. What's up?
Your coif. You got just freshened up, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to look nice filming, you know, for the.
Looking good, man.
You two both have about the same hair. Shane, you got a little frohawk almost going too, you know.
Hey, you got to do the high and tight, man. Maybe get a little Peaky Blinder shaving going on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fade from skin to one guard to just hair. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty soon. I'm just going to be shaving my head bald. I'm thinking of tattooing my head up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have this bald spot right here. So
you gonna go straight like Travis from Blink-182?
Yeah. I'm not going to do my beautiful face hole, but yeah, I think I'm going to tattoo the top of my head.
Hey, we got a chime in real quick, folks. Look at this. Dustin Watson. He's just checking in. It's been a long time. Hope everyone is good. Come on board, Dustin. The links are in the chat. How you like that? The link is in the chat. And then we go privately in about 20 minutes. So this is an hour of hype time. We're hyping it up. Hype time. What if I get close to the microphone?
Chris, real quick, how's your health situation? I'm a little vague of the past. I know you went through something. Are you getting back to a little more normal, or what's up?
I'm really close. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm all good, and then other days I'm like, man, this isn't working. So.
Is that worrisome when you're on the road because you're not like in a town near your clinic or hospital? Like
no, it isn't. It isn't like I better see a doctor kind of a thing. It's like more. I don't know. Like my brain shuts off as far as words and speech and like simple words that we all know just goes away. And I'm like, I don't know the word. I'm done.
For those of you that are under a rock. Chris had like a heart, like a stroke, didn't you? Like,
yeah, I had a stroke. Yeah, and
not just a heat stroke, folks. A stroke.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a conspiracy guy and be like it was COVID, but I mean I think it was.
Oh no.
Hey.
Yeah, but Yeah, because I mean I'm healthy, and then all of a sudden I had the stroke, and you know, my face was numb for a few days, and I'm pretty much better. But yeah, my speech shuts off, my brains. That's why I don't do comedy anymore, because I'm afraid I'll be on stage trying to talk, and I'll Mitch McConnell and be like, oh, not know what to do, you know.
He
I mean,
said Mitch
it could
McConnell.
it could be a part of your bit. Maybe you just roll with it, you know.
He
But
said, sorry, you got me, man.
At least with music, because it happens with music too. I forget what I'm singing, but I'll just be like, okay, I guess this song gets an extra solo, and I can just keep going, you know. But yeah, it's been nerve-wracking that way. But I have a friend who's a comedian who had a stroke too back in 2018, and he's just starting to get back on stage again. So he said it does get better. So I'm looking forward to that.
There you go, man.
Proper.
Keep healthy, brother. Keep healthy, man.
Lori Doss, what's up in the house?
Hi.
Hi guys, come on board if you want to chat, or else come into the private vault where it's all private.
Why
It
must
all
you whisper
goes
that? Every time
down.
you mention it, you whisper, Rod.
I know. I want it to be alluring. This is my alluring voice.
I don't know what I think of that. It
That's
sounds
right.
maybe, is it sexy or is it
Yeah,
creepy?
I think it's keeping people away
Is
from the
it-
vault.
Is it seductive? Like, hey,
Yeah.
that's the club we shouldn't go to, or is it Rod saying, "Come into my unmarked creepy van. I got candy
Lori
here."
says the private vault.
where weird things happen.
I whisper.
Wait, Rod. Did
We have
that
too
one,
much time, good
did
times.
that
with
one
this
beer do
microphone.
something to you tonight?
I don't know.
Rod's hitting the sauce tonight, man. He doesn't usually.
I'm
hit
getting
the sauce.
sauce.
You had a beer.
Yeah. Rod, hey, Chris, before you hopped on, he's hitting the sauce, man. He told me. He showed me.
Dude, I had a fifth of vodka. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't really have a fifth of vodka. Oh, someone's laughing at us. What? We're getting laughed at.
Lori.
The laugh's on you. No. I'm in the trees, folks. I'm in the trees. Very green. I'm not sure where I am, but I'm in the trees.
See, hitting us.
I'm hitting the trees. Hit the trees. All right, I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling silly. Kind of silly. Yeah. So what else is new, folks? You know what? I was so excited about having you on, Shane, to have you back, because I think it's been like a good 2-3 months, right? And
Right.
Because I've been having to do the afternoons, and now I'm able to do an evening here and there about this time. And it's been so long that I was like,
So let me explain.
I am not even hyping it up for anyone
right.
else.
Let me explain for those who don't know. You always see, Rod and Shane doing this little co-op little podcast thingy. So, life happens, family, we have things going on. I've been super busy with just tasks. So my dad's getting up in age. He's elderly. He's sold off property, and he wants to just start a simple life. Sell his house, move closer to me, be closer to the kids, and just purge and just have us easier because he's getting older. And so I helped him move. I had to prep. Power of attorney. Had to set up all the utilities. Helping your old father, helping him get started. He's near us. Everything's happy now. At the same time, it's two directional. So at the same time, my daughter, her mom and I were both prepping her to move off to go to college. She went to Penn State. She started this year. Yes, a week ago. She's in the dorms. And so there's a lot of visits through the summer. And there's also, you're getting your inventory ready because it's a big, it's a big deal. You're taking the next chapter. You're moving on. So we got her all ready to go to Penn State. She's there. She's happy. Everything's golden. And then on top of that, my son, he's 13. Those of you who don't know, he's special needs, autistic, and that's a lot of work. It's happy and rewarding, but at the same time, his school year is starting. That's happening, and then I'm just working full time. So every day or every evening that was something, and I'm ready to just crash and have like a vacation, staycation, just to sleep for like a week. Just checking off boxes. It's life. I'm not complaining. People have busy lives all the time. It's family, but that's why I missed out, Rod, with our recreation. Is I've had a lot happening, and I'm really happy to be back because I like hamming it up and just talking crap and making little stupid jokes about A, B, and
Same
C,
here.
everything. So I missed being here. So I'm glad I'm back tonight.
I would agree, and it's a pleasure to always have you back. And what do we have? A little bit of a cameo shot of the dog. This guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Yo Quiero Taco
What's up?
Bell.
I have to have a
remember
taco
Was that
now.
the
I have
80s
to
or
eat
90s?
tacos. Now I gotta have a taco.
Wait. Was the dog of Taco Bell 80s or 90s? Wait, what year was that? 93, early 90s?
Like late 80s, early 90s?
The talking Chihuahua.
Mi quiero Taco Bell.
Google it, Rod. Google it.
Google it. I just got a note from Mr. Kendall Stoner, who may end
Kendall!
up jumping on board. Stoner, maybe with us. We shall see. I'm trying to lure you guys into the chat. Lure in the chat, in the vault, in the private vault.
All right, here you go, Rod. I got an answer, dude. Go ahead.
You have an
You
answer?
talk. Go ahead.
No. Well, Watson says it's the 90s. So.
Yeah, I think
So.
Yeah, maybe early 90s, I think.
All right, the Taco Bell, the dog's name actually had a name. His name was Gidget. He says that in the Taco Bell Chihuahua says in September, he used the dog in advertisement. She was voiced by Carlos Alos Ruquay, and gosh, it doesn't say what years the. Okay, in July 2000. Never mind. I'm trying to find the years that it ran. Anyways, everybody knows about the dog.
Side note: don't feed your dog tacos. So, I mean,
they'll be fine.
Maybe like one taco. Maybe
3 or 4, it'll be fine.
Okay, so it says she was the mascot for Taco Bell from September 97 to July 2000. Okay, thank you. I got an answer. See, stuff bugs me when I don't know it. And
do you do the same thing? Do you fall into the rabbit hole of like going down the? Do you do that?
Yes. Well, something will bug me when I don't know it, and I have to go research, or else it's gonna just bug me all night. So
your curiosity kills you. Yeah, I'll be watching a movie.
Fortunate to have. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I sometimes I watch a movie and I see an actor. I go, I think I know who that is.
Yes.
Then it'll bug me until I like have to pause it, and then I got to research it. You know,
and we're fortunate to have technology at the tip of our fingers to just grab or even ask Alexa, "Yo, what year did this movie come out?"
Yeah, I do that all the time.
My side action's name is Google. Hey Google. Sometimes she Kendall says something. Hold on a second. Sometimes she talks back to me, and sometimes she doesn't. Kendall says he may join us in a few on the private chat.
You have to whisper. Because it's secret. There's debauchery. It's so secret.
Quick Kendall Stoner story. He used to work at Pizza Hut. He used to do delivery driving for Pizza Hut. And I only had one shift of being an actual delivery pizza guy, and I hated it. I got lost. They didn't have navigation on my cell phone because they weren't made yet. This is 1991, I think, maybe. And yeah, we went over to Kendall's house with a pizza and a couple of beers. He played Metallica, Shane, and he was going crazy. I had never seen anyone play guitar this talented, and I was blown away.
Kendall's an accomplished player, man. I've heard him play.
Dude, he like just went right. He just played. Dude, it was amazing. I went there with the Robert Clark. You probably remember this, and yeah, he's magnificent. I was like.
Did Kendall still have his long hair when he worked at Pizza Hut? And did you
Yes,
start to have long hair, or did you have short hair?
Sometimes I put my fingers through his hair when he didn't.
Wait, no. Rod, your hair though. Wait, his hair was still long Kendall hair, but did you start to grow your hair, or did you start?
Oh, you know what? It was on my bucket list back in 2015. I go, yeah, it was only like 8 years ago. I grown it up for like 7-8 years now, and I had always wanted to have long hair. I always was kind of infatuated by it, and yeah, here I am with long hair, and I can get away with it because I tell people I'm an artist because I do painting. You have to have something to that you do. Otherwise, you look like some type of bum with long hair.
Well, it's
right?
different now though. 2023.
Like if I was in a
it
rock
don't matter.
band, or you
No,
have to
because you
have
could have
some type of
no.
artistry. No,
We live
you
in
have
a
to have
different time
reason.
though, because I had a professor. He was a doctorate and he had dreads, and you think he was an old world Jamaican like a shaman or something. But I don't think tattoos matter anymore. Like you got the woman with 30 tattoos in your daycare watching your baby, or hairdos. It's I think it's evolved quite a bit. But you're right earlier. I get it. That guy's been a long old hair. He must be in a band.
I gotta tell you, it's a big social experiment to grow your hair out long for a guy, because some people look at you and say, cut your hair and get a real job, sort of
Sure.
thing. You know what I mean?
There's still
And then
judgments.
but then there's some people that would look at me with my band shirt on, like, oh, cool, this dude's, you know what I
He's
mean?
a
Like,
rocker.
yeah, I want to get to know this
And
guy.
here's
He
Chris
looks
all
like he's
here's
fun.
Chris all clean cut, and he can play like any instrument, and like no one has a clue. Like that dude, what? He rocks?
Yeah,
Is he working Wall Street?
He's a hidden rock star. I'm just the poser, But it's a good thing that I paint now, so now I can say I'm an artist. Like, oh, well, that makes sense. I can't say like I'm a surfer or a skater or like whoever, construction worker.
If you had a white guy fro like Bob Ross, that would have to definitely be like, okay, he's an artist. Like no one wears their hair like him, but he can get away with it because he was a painting guy. But he was so nice, you couldn't not like him. So he could look like anything he wanted. He was so kind, like he oozed kindness. So you kind of like can't help but like the guy.
Yeah, and I watched the. Did you watch the Bob Ross documentary thing on? I think it's on Netflix, something like that.
I did.
Yeah, he was saying that he doesn't even like his curly hair, but they kind of like, well, that's your thing, and can he continue to do it? And he actually didn't like to perm his hair and have the fro, apparently. Oh, Shane's left. She left the building. He left. Getting ready to transition into the vault here soon, Shane. There's a nice shot of the Shane Train's living room, folks. That's where it all goes. It all goes down. You can't hear me yet.
It all goes down.
We were talking about your living room, Shane.
That's all good, man.
That's where it all goes down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I seduce ladies for one night stands.
Are you on the dating scene, Shane? Have you been doing some cable work for someone and said, "Hey, so what's up?"
No, it's been thin. I've just been doing fatherly duties and working. I haven't been exploring it. I haven't pushed it.
Like if it happens, it happens, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at my age. I'm 51. You kind of like. You're okay being by yourself until something like you said. If something happens, great. You're not gonna force it. I'm divorced twice. At the last romantic encounters I've had were short-lived or dating, or maybe like a couple one-night stands before I left Virginia Beach here and there. But it's
single ladies. Are you checking in on this?
No, hey, but. When you get busy and wrapped up with family stuff, I mean, it kind of takes it sucks to say because everybody needs companionship. Everybody gets, hey man, it'd be nice to.
But do you go to the grocery store and you're in the produce department?
Oh, I'm human, dude.
You're like,
I check a lady out. I flirt. I mean, I'm friendly as hell. It's just
I like onions. Maybe I'll go talk about onions.
It's funny you mentioned that because Monique and I had a chat a long time ago when we were texting a bunch before she like hooked up and got methodically married. So
a couple more.
She would always say, "Well, as we'd say like, what about this, what that, the luck of like the older we're getting, like, but my theory, I'm just always, I guess maybe the scientific part of my mind is like the older you get, the slimmer the pickings, because everybody's either settled with someone, married, already into something, whatever, and there's less choices. And then there's another factor of it. If you're not super wealthy, which I'm not, that's going to factor. And it sounds superficial, and a lot of females will get pissed at me saying it, but you can be mad all you want, but there's some truth in it. I'm telling you. And there's also, I'm busy. I got family matters handling, and I'm good with that. And if things happen, cool. That's all good for me. Call it whatever you will, or have whatever theories. you know, I've had a good run. I've had great romantic
It's not over yet,
experiences.
Shane. Don't talk
And
yourself out of the game
my
here.
my ex, my kid's mother, we had a great past, and I still love and respect her to this day, and we co-parent. It's a different. Not all people that co-parent have like a mutual respect and do this and that. But I've done dating sites. I've done people try to freaking hook you up, which I hate. That pisses me off because I want organically to find my own trail.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for asking. This opened up a whole little conversation piece. But right now, it's pretty dull, and there's not a lot of wind in the sails. So there's always.
It's kind of tough though if you get like blind dated by somebody. What if they blind date you with somebody like, dude? Why would you think that would work out well with? Person?
There's masturbation and online porn, so people survive.
Oh, jeez.
We're human. We have needs. I'm not gonna lie. y'all joke, but you just.
Hey,
I'm the only one who said it.
Says Lori Doss. Maybe that was bad timing to say that absolutely at the same time you said that. But...
Get embarrassed or blush, but.
Yeah, Dusty Watts. Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, if it's not right, it's not right, and like I said, back to what I said was like, if something happens or it came along, or when you're
keep
not
your eyes open,
it,
Shane, because when you least expect it,
look,
maybe
Rod,
you both like onions and you meet at the produce department.
This will help. My parents, until my mom passed a couple years ago, they were together my whole life. I was fortunate, different generation. And so that was a great example. So I learned firsthand, romance and real love is, I'm a romantic. I watch stupid little romantic movies. I love love. I love a good love story. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. No, I'm not being like all tough. Oh, look at me, testosterone. I
want to watch Notebook together, dude, Shane? Can we do that?
Dude, my parents, great example. I love love. Yeah. I've been in love. I've had the one love of my life. Things screw up, whatever. But at the same time, you can't force it. If things aren't right, the chemistry's not right. So yeah, I'm not against it. So if something ever came into my life, I'm open to it. But you're right. You say you're out.
But you are single, ready to mingle.
I'm not ready to mingle. I'm too fucking busy. Sorry. I mean, like I said, if stuff happens, like,
if you have a plate in front of you and a steak falls on your plate, you'll eat it.
I'll tear right into that steak.
Oh, there you go, folks.
A1 or not. I mean,
you're here.
But what I'm saying,
he's gonna tear into that steak.
Yeah. But, okay. Here's another thing. I'm at the moment, romantic or not, like I'm as a human, I'm pretty fulfilled because my duties as a dad and family are busy as hell right now. But when something's settled down and it's just me, kids get older. Sure, I'm open to like settling down again. I just, but at the same time, I'm cool with never being married again.
You only have one in the nest left, and it maybe opens up some time for some, Shane mingling time. You never know. You never know. But what about you, Chris? Are you what's going on in your life there?
I'm good.
Single, ready, mingle. He's good. He's talking like you, Shane. He's like, nah, I'm good.
No, I
don't want the trouble.
I play music shows all the time. I'm in the, I play venues. It's I have no problems.
Well, I didn't say it was a problem.
Yeah, I mean, as far as, I don't know, as far as like serious things.
So if you're playing a show and some underwear inadvertently slaps you in the face,
groupies,
and you're like, who threw these? Who threw the underwear on stage? What's going on here?
There's no bar for me. There's no standards. I'm good. Yeah.
Rod's picturing your shows, Chris, like the Motley Crue Home Sweet Home, where the chick just goes.
Yeah, that's how
it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Do you get boob flashed at your shows or no?
Every time.
Every show.
Every time. No.
If I go to a show, Shane or Chris, I'm gonna take off my shirt and throw it on stage.
It's hypno tits. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but
but your hair looks amazing. Chicks should be digging you, man. You look pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable saying, as a guy, you're a pretty handsome looking guy.
Makes it just really makes it that spot right there.
I had a frohawk at one time.
You got the sleeves too.
I
The tats. The
frohawked
chicks be digging you, man. You're like he's a rocker. I want to get backstage pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, bring the ladies in. Oh, they're coming into the vault. What? Come into the vault. Well, when they do what do they call it? Like 3 minutes. What's it called a speed dating? We'll do a speed dating thing.
Yeah.
Speed dating episode.
Did you ever see the speed dating
Say your
scene
claim.
in that movie 40-Year-Old Virgin? That was hilarious.
That was funny. That was funny. Hey, speaking of private vault, folks, I think it's 6 o'clock and there's people in the vault going, please come to us.
Private vault.
Private vault.
Private.
It's coming up. Well, Shane, good to have you back, man. And hopefully we're able to do these more frequently on a Sunday and we get some time to do it. And this worked out perfectly.
I'm happy to see Chris too, man. You're just vibrant.
I know.
You become like part of the officials, like just permanent staff.
He's in the circle.
Like, Shane who? Just like Rod and Chris on the microphone.
Rod, Chris, and Shane on the microphone. You got to open it up. Yeah. Rod, Chris, and Shane on the microphone. Be doing like that. All right, go ahead and if you could, Chris, play us out, and we're gonna jump into the vault where it gets nuts. And all 5 viewers that are watching right now, we're going to be in the vault. Join us in the vault if you dare. And we'll do it again here soon. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Shane. And we'll see you guys in the vault. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Until next time. Boom.